In today's eMoney tip of the week, I'm going to run you through the secure client portal. I have a short explanation at the end as to why we think this is probably the most important feature of eMoney, but due to the length of this video, I'm going to get right into it. So how do you show this to a client? So I have our sample client, Pam and Jim Helper. You're going to see up in the upper right-hand corner, we have this little globe. It says client website. If your client's website's already set up, you're going to see something a little bit different here, but you can always bypass this and hit manage. Once you go in there, at the end when I'm done running the client through it, I'm usually going to hit set up invitation if I haven't already set up the client website for a client. But you can go in here and hit preview client website before the client even has their website set up. We run all of our clients through onboarding. If you're not familiar with the onboarding feature, I do have another eMoney tip of the week, so we're going to bypass this right now. And I would do this in front of a client and say, hey, when you get home, you're going to fill this out. Mr. and Mrs. Client, this is what your accounts look like. So I am going to run them through every feature. This takes me about 5 to 10 minutes in an appointment, but I think it's 5 to 10 minutes that you can't afford not to do. And if you can't figure out time to do in your schedule and your plan, then you need to train somebody on your team to be a concierge service to set up a separate meeting with a client to go through this. And by the way, that would be great to do in addition. So do it in your meeting and have somebody set up some time to set up their accounts. We talk about how hard it is to collect data from clients, but we don't give them the tools to do it. We also, not only that, but when we bring on new clients, we have the ability to email them. We have a bunch of websites, or excuse me, a bunch of videos on our website that we can email to the client saying, hey, here's how you connect your accounts. Hey, here's how to do this. Just an additional layer in addition to the help feature that's up here. Because I know it's a great tool, but most of us don't want to use new technology. There's a reason why most companies, for the first 6 months with new technology, their net promoter score goes down. We're no different, right? We don't like change. You can tell non-clients this is great, but if they don't know how to use it, they're going to default to life's too busy. I can't use it. So first feature I'm going to go through here is I'm going to show them how to add an account. On a sample client, it's not going to be as illustrative because it should say, do I have an online login versus I don't. Usually what I'll do is I'll click on here and I'll say where your bank account's at, type it in, show them how to search it, show them how to do this. All right. Next thing I'm going to go is say, Mr. and Mrs. Client. Next feature I want to talk to you about is your goals. You can also see your goals are right here as well too. So I think this goals is great. This is their financial plan. This is a huge differentiator. Other financial plan software don't have this available on the client secure portal. It's great you have a financial plan, but are you engaged in it? I don't know why it's not pulling up today, but that's okay for this video. But this is huge. I just want to explain to the client though, it is their base plan. All right, but some clients get really smart and they realize they can tweak some of the things inside of here and they could start to have some of the same features like we're turning the button on, like what if I increase my income? What if I increase my contributions and savings? So some clients will spend the time to do that. But right now I just want to go to the organizer tab and I'll explain to a client, I'm going through this relatively fast for a time, but I will show them how to change their children's names, date of births, add pictures, how to add pictures of their property. I love clicking on here to show them to add a picture of their house. And hey, bonus points, you can go on Zillow or Google Street Maps and put their house inside of here. But I love showing them how their mortgage will be attached. Their property and casualty will be attached here. It's about simplicity and making their life organized and simple for them. All right, so I'll go through professional contacts. If I have their lawyer, their accountant, or any other information I've gotten from their documents, their property and casualty, I'm going to add it in here. I'm going to show them where they get my information. Really huge for married couples where one person maybe does a lot of the information. How do we find us? And God forbid something happens to you. I'm going to run through their income, expenses, and savings, right? Their contributions to their accounts. I'll explain the red X. Follows through to me. Don't make me put you on lockdown. We have another video where we talk about the pros and cons of that. But essentially, I want them to self-service. Because when they self-serve, they take ownership, and their plan's going to be more accurate, which means they're probably more likely to implement their plan. So I want to show them those features. I want to show them they can do this. They can see their entire financial life in one place. I'm going to show them their future expenses or goals that are inside of here. I'm going to show them financial priorities because for us, we always try to get our clients' top 3 goals and we put them in financial priorities. So for example, they want to retire with confidence at 65. I want to use their own words, put their top 3 goals. We have another eMoney tip of the week why we do that. Next after that, I'm going to talk about the spending tab. Now, the sample client, you can't see the spending tab. And if it's a real client, they have to give you access on their security and their settings. And I could walk through that on a different video. But for right now, for our sake of time, I just explained to them what a great tool this is. hey, you know, you have that credit card statement that shows you how much you spent throughout the year. How about if you had that across all your credit cards in one place? Makes budgeting a lot easier. I'm going to explain to them, hey, look, you can look at your asset allocation among all your different investments. Your 401k and stuff you have with me and stuff you have with another advisor, all in one place. You want to break it down and see how much is in large cap and this across all yours or for particular accounts, you can. We can see an analysis of what your returns have been in the accounts, your transactions. But I also love the vault. I have a separate video. For sake of time, I'm not going to go through this in too much detail, but this is one of our favorite features. So we love to explain to them the shared documents. This is how you can communicate with us in a secure way. Email is not secure. Reports is where we're going to share your financial plan so you can see the updates and as you grow together with me as a client. And we talk a lot about their private secure vault. Again, we have another eMoney tip of the week where I talk about why we love talking about their private secure vault, getting clients to put their all their information, whether it's their passport, their driver's license, because it really helps a client to, one, simplify their life, and two, make you the resource that they go to for everything. The next one we're going to talk about is reports. We use the favorites. There's another video I have where I talk about how to set up these favorites in your settings. But we make every report available to clients because we never know what they want. For example, this client has stock options available as a report, but they don't have stock options. I'd rather a client go in there and ask what that report is than not have a report available to them. We love tasks. I have another video where I talk about tasks in great length. So we're going to explain them the tasks, show them how they can hit complete in here. And this is another great feature, show the completed tasks. Show me the work that we've done together. It's so important to show that to clients. I'm going to talk about the help here, and this is where I would actually talk about our website because we want to get our clients coming back to our website for how to have the login to this website in case they forget it, but also we have tutorial videos on our website that we've created. Then I'm going to explain to them settings, and I'll show them, hey, under security, you can add me to see your bank account stuff, or excuse me, privacy. You can add me to your bank accounts to show me your stuff. But more importantly, I want to show you the alerts. The alert I really want to hone in on here is your weekly financial summary. If you're not showing this to clients, trust me, start doing it right now. Clients love this, especially if they've used other data aggregator softwares like a mint.com or some of the other competitors out there. They love seeing where they're at once a week. Plus, they're getting a contact from you once a week, telling them where they're at in their financial plan. We'll also show them they can create an alert of just about anything they want by clicking on this important dates feature here and developing their own alert. So that is how we will show them. Now that took about roughly 7.5 minutes for me to go through, speaking fast. It takes 10 or 15 minutes with a client, especially if you're interacting. But what I want to do is I want to spend some time here at the very end. And I want to talk to you about the importance. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. I had an advisor that was a friend of mine that won a pretty large relationship from a competitor. After 6 months, they went back to the competitor. They were extremely happy with this advisor. They liked them. They thought they provided great service. They liked the financial plan they put together. But at the end of the day, this advisor was not using eMoney and didn't have the secure client portal. The previous advisor, when the clients left, thanked them for their business and said that he would leave this on as a courtesy for the next 6 months as they moved all their accounts over. At the end of the 6 months, the advisor called him and said, I'm going to turn off your access. And they couldn't deal with it. They went to the other advisor and said, if you can't do this, we're going to move all our stuff back to the other person. And they did. And that's when he came to me because he's like, I know you do this eMoney stuff. Like, can you show this to me? Like, there's no way to provide all these features to the client. And of course, the guy became an eMoney user after that meeting because he realized the importance of the secure client portal. We should never widget count. But I know that if a client's engaged in his financial plan, they are more likely to implement their financial plan. You got to really think about people's lives. We're busy. We all got a lot of things going on. So how can you simplify the life for a client? And we believe this is one of the best tools out there. We hope this tip helped educate and empower you to do more plans for your clients so that you can impact more lives through financial planning. If you have some great tips we don't know about, we'd love to hear about them. If you have a better way of doing what we just showed you, we'd love to hear about that because we are a noble profession and together we can elevate the profession.